Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. I'll bring you there. And then I want to do the same for another lot. So I'm going to do a second lot right there, right next to it. It's going to go like that. So they're going back underground again. And then what we'll do is we'll take up the edge of that one and the edge of that one. We'll go over this side and we'll remove that one and that one as well. And that leaves me with 95. I've got one here that's going into the ground. So I want to put it there so it's coming out of the ground. I wonder if that's what I've got on one of these somewhere. Which is why I've got... yes. There. That is why I've got... these... like, I've had one extra for absolutely ages. And it's because of this line here. I've got one there that goes underneath, but then I've got one here... and that's a copper pipe to ground, and that doesn't have an extra one on it. That's where the one is missing. That's where it is. Okay, I want to go back down this way now, and I want to go and get, well, I want to get more petrochem gas tanks, and I want to get some more of these, so that we can put a second line up through. We got a nice little bit of bronze plate in here now. Well, I say we got a nice little bit of bronze plate in here. We've got we got 700 on the way. There's some more right there on their way, so they're sort of creeping their way over. And I've only got 300 left in here. So it's like we're using this stuff up pretty quickly. I'm going to take... I'm going to go in here. I'm going to take 100 of those pipes right there. Now, somewhere I had that odd... copper pipe kicking around. There was a copper pipe to ground. So I'm just going to go up here a minute and find the one missing copper pipe, which is that one. That is the one missing copper pipe. Now this one here, that's fine. That can go over between them, and then that one goes down into there, so that's fine as well. There's nothing else over that side, and then everything else on there is fine. It was literally just that one. So now I have an odd number. Where did I think I may have left an odd number in here. 201, yes, right. So there's the other odd number. If I run back over there and get that one. This has been bugging me for a long time, so I've got no shame whatsoever about getting rid of it. I did think this had been slowing down a bit in here. Thermal water is finished. So I'm going to take one of these. Actually... yeah, I'm going to take one. I'm going to drop it in there like that. There. Okay. And at the minute, I'm going to get rid of those that I've only got one stack of copper to ground. And then we've got these. So I've got that one right there. He'll go in there. And now everything is evened out again. Next, I need to get some more of these. We've got a warehouse right there. And I'm going to do this with two warehouses because, quite frankly... we're going to end up needing them anyway. So if I put a second warehouse down right there like that, I can then go 1, 2, leave a gap, 1, 2, 1, 2, leave a gap, 1, 2, like that. And then I can go bam and bam. And there we go. So that lot can start off again, and then this lot can all start off again, which means that can fire up again, and then the steel can start firing up again, along with all the iron on all the line and everything else. So let's go in here. We've got thermal water extraction. I've got red algae processing, which I'm pretty sure is crystal splinter processing, alien bio... okay, I'm not quite sure what's going on with that, but... rocketry. I think rocketry is one of the ones that I need to get. We got the Spidertron right there. I'm quite keen to get the Mr. Spidertron. Walking vehicle, Tankertron, Spidertron, Heavy Spidertron. I think Bob's has kind of like split that one out a little bit and made some extra bits with it. We definitely need the orange electronics right here, so we'll just work on that. I got coal processing, advanced silver, advanced zinc, aluminium, Angel's batteries, cabling components, more construction components right there. We got faster than light theory B right there, which is quite an easy one to go for, actually. Personal Roboport modules. Orange science pack just here. Again, there's not a lot extra in. All right, well, we'll do the coal pro. I was just wondering if there was anything in here with helping us with, like, the gas and that. Well, you got nitrogen 2, basic chemistry 3, chlorine. There's not a great deal here on the gas stuff. We've got automobilism right in there. Mammoth heavy tanks. Tankotron right there. Artillery shell range. Well, the artillery right there. So many other bits to get before we can go anywhere near artillery. And it's all the way back up here. Right, that's the highest one on the list. Military 2. So I'll go with that one for a minute. That'll unlock a few extra pieces. And now we can actually go and do these pipes over here that I was looking at. So I'm going to go back over this way. I'll tell you what, actually, there is another thing that I want to do. It's taken ages to run around here, and we've got plenty of robots. It's not like we've got a shortage. You mouse over there and have a look at that. We've got construction robots, 4,225. There is no reason that we cannot do a bit of brick paving. I see absolutely no reason why we cannot do a little bit of brick paving. So we're going to brick pave up to there. We're actually going to brick pave all the way out over to this side over here. And I'm going to fill that in up to there like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in a little bit on here. And I'm going to brick pave all the way down here like this. And I'm going to... How far shall I go? I'll brick pave over to that edge there, and then I will brick pave down here like this. I know I've got extra bits out over that side, but I'm going to keep this square. And I'm going to run back over like this. Right, I know that this is going to take an obscene amount of time to actually complete. I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with it taking a really long time to complete. That all the way back into there. So yeah, I'm well aware of the magnitude of the task that I have just gone and sent all of our robots to go and do. I've now got all 4,000 of them out and rushing around like lunatics to go and fill in this job. That's fine. That's not going to be any kind of a problem. So let's flip you around and we'll run you down to here. Then that one will go there like that, and we will put a copper pipe in there. I really like this contrast on here. That does actually, that works. That works quite well. I don't know what the other contrasts are going to be like when we get to doing other ones, but right now, that bit of contrast, that does actually work. Run along here, and we'll go out to that point right there. So before I run it down here, I'm going to go back up to the top, and I'm going to join in the pipes that we've got up there, just above the factory unit here, that will be processing the basic run. I'm going to have the oil is coming out that side, so we're going to need to take the raw gas and the sulfuric waste water out of here. So I've got... that one is going to go up that way, and then this one here is going to go up that way like that. We'll just use copper pipe on this bit. That's going to go out that way. That one's going to go out that way, and then... Oh! El Problemo. We'll need to do this slightly different to that. You're going to have to go up there. I can't join the two together in here. So I've got to do that a little tiny bit differently in order to have them join together properly. So that one's going to have to come out, and then it's going to have to be staggered. So you're going to have to go up there like that. so that this one here can join in like that and join in the raw gas. Then that one can come up that side. You go, and we'll pop that one up there like that. And then we'll go one here, and that will join the sulfuric wastewater in that bit. Because otherwise, those two would be touching, and that's an absolute disaster. We do not want them touching together. Yeah, bad things happen. So we'll go for a little bit of a jaunt over this way. All the way over to there, and... Right, sulfuric wastewater wants to come in. That's the bottom one. I can... Yeah, that's easy enough, actually. I don't need to worry too much about... Ooh. Okay, I do need to be a little bit careful about where I join things up, so... I'm gonna change this one. That one I'm gonna change right there. You're gonna go here. You're gonna drop down. I don't want to go to there. I don't want to go to there. I want to go here. In fact, I don't want to do that at all. I'm going to lift both of those out, and I'm going to drop that back by 2 spaces. You're going to go forward by a space. Then this one's going to do this. You're going to go here like this, and then you're going to run over here, and I'm going to join you in. I'm going to join you in at that point. You're closer. That would be the best point to join in. So I can put that one in there, I can put that one in there, and I can put that one in there. There. So I've got sulfuric wastewater coming back through. That one is... I don't know which way that's going. But anyway, I got 2 tanks of the stuff in here. Kind of thinking that I want to move that because there's going to be a long-term storage at the moment, so we're going to want like a larger area for storage. So I might end up removing that. I'm going to have to put a pump on there and push that out. So we'll do that in a minute. I can make pumps, can't I? Logistics, production, I think I need pipes, barreling, and fluid control. Top-up valve, overflow valve, there's 80%. Then we've got non-return. That would probably be the one. And a pump. I've got a standard pump on there. And that'll just push everything out. Right, we're going to want a pump and a non... Well, actually, a pump does... It makes no difference. If you have a pump on there... it pushes it in a single direction. It can't go anything else. So we'll do that in a second. And then that means we can empty out those tanks. And we're not going to use them there, which would be a good thing. So then I want to bring this one. And that one's going to go there like that. And then it's going to reach this point. It's going to go to there. And then it's going to go there like that. So as it's only short runs... I changed that over with copper pipe like that. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. Put you in here, and I put you in here. Right. So now I got raw gas going in there. It's coming from the top. I haven't got a lot at the moment, but there'll be a little bit that will then be able to run into here. Fill that up with a bit of raw gas in there, which goes up through this way. And... yeah, see, it's just ticking into there, and that will trigger that one out, and we can start sort of filling up some of that. I've got natural gas liquids in here. These tanks are nearly full. And then I got acid gas up over there, where we're going to need to do something with that one as well. I'm going to want another 9-tank storage section. And, yeah, I'm going to be using 9-tank storage sections on just about all of it, because that's a nice big buffer of tanks. And, quite frankly... you can't have too many tanks. Like, if you've got big buffers of the stuff, it's absolutely fantastic. It means then you can't go making a whole load of horrible mistakes. Things are unlikely to go horribly wrong. Now, I'm not going to want the sulfuric wastewater up that way. In fact, I'm going to want sulfuric wastewater mostly over this side, because I'm going to want to be able to... well, not with that. But I'm going to want to be able to do stuff with the sulfuric acid, and so I'm going to need the wastewater to make sulfur so that I can make more sulfuric acid. So we'll keep this one kind of like over here somewhere. That bit there. Again, like I've got more condensates here, so this has got to be moved. We've got to change this. We can't have that one just like that. We're gonna have to put this somewhere else. So if I get rid of that bit a minute, I got that tank right there. Can I completely move? That's close. that's pretty close. That is. It's one short. I just need one more line, like one more little bit on that, and then I'd have been able to jump all the way across. So instead, what I'll do is I will go to ground here, and then I will go to ground. I'll come up here, and I'll go to ground there. So that one, actually, that one's going to need to go over here somewhere like this. No, I can leave that bit. I don't even need that one in there, so I can move that one up. So this one here can just stay exactly where it is. You can go there, and then you can turn, and then you can go here, and you can go here, and then you can go remove those two, and just do that. Right, so that's just going to, like, move it on around the corners. I haven't got anything that's going to catch up with it, and then that will just go straight up there like that, and that's the sulfuric wastewater. Then I want to go into this side, and I'm going to get rid of those two in there, and I want to make a pump. Now, one pump should be enough. I shouldn't need to do anything other than use one single pump on there. If I bring that one in, is directional flow on there, and I will put a power pole down here like this, and that's got power on it. So there's only one direction that can flow. It can only go to there. I have pushed these pipes now completely full, and I've got those two in there that have just got the little bits of stuff in that they've got. Yeah, well, we'll deal with that stuff up there in a minute. Next, I want to come down here. So I've got these in here. Now, if I pop that one down, I can't put that one in there. It's going to catch up. It's going to sort of catch onto that one. So that makes that one in the wrong place. This is really frustrating. This is really, really frustrating. I don't want to get rid of that, because there's a lot of gas condensates there that I'd be ditching. I know I've got 168 million of different things, so it's not like the end of the world, but still, I don't want to do it unless I've got to. Understand? Did you get what I mean with that? Like, I don't want to, like, delete this unless I absolutely have to, but I still want a block of 9 here. Alright, fine. We'll remove these pipes. And we will use option 2 on this, which is to get rid of that completely, and that, and that. And then option 2 is simply to go with that one up to... No, we won't go with that one. We will go with this one. And that way, I can go to there, right next to that one. So then I can put a pipe here, and then I can put a pipe here, like this. And that one goes just one away from where I want to go. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I can do that, and I can join it in. I can get rid of that pipe, and now I've got it looped around. It'll go to here, and over the top, and round. That leaves me some space down here that I can go and place down the other 5 of these that I would like to put here, just for this bit of the gas condensates right there. And then we're going to leave a gap of about a tank and then a little bit, something like that. And I'm going to do another stack of 9 of these all together, like this. Another one there, in there, and like that. Right, so we've got a stack of 9 of them. And then I'm going to... Right, which way are you going to go? We'd have a pipe that would go to there. We'd have a pipe that would go to there. So that one can be lifted up, and it can be put down there instead. And then we can have 2 copper pipes and pop them into there. So now we've instantly got this lot filling up. And you can see over here, I've already got, like, that's going to start pushing out the liquid on here. I've got this pump right here. He's pushing that through at 1,193 per second, because it's just pushing into the pipes right here, so it's going to take a little bit. But it's very quickly emptying out what is in these two. And we just need those two to empty out. Once they have done, then I'll lift those out of the way, and that will be done, and we won't need to worry about them. So I've got the sulfuric wastewater going in there. This bit up here, the natural gas liquids, I'm going to add in a couple of extra tanks on there, because we've now got loads and loads of tanks spare, so we can put that in. I'm going to want a 9-block square over here to take the crude oil, and I'm thinking I'm going to put that block here so that I can process it higher up. And then I've also got room here, if I want to extend the tank collection for crude oil so that I've got even more space for them. Because I might actually be glad of that. I may be glad of having more than just 9 tanks for the crude oil. I say just 9 tanks. They are an obscene amount of space each. It's 200,000, so I'm putting 1.8 million litres of storage for every single one of these different items. Well, except for, well, that one I am. Except for the acid gas at the moment. Yeah, I will change the acid gas one over. I will go and do that. How are we doing over here? 38 and 57. Still pumping through. So we'll go back this side, and we will join in the crude oil into here, which is just sticking out the side over there. So I'm going to take some underground pipe right there, and that one is going to come down to that point. It's going to go to that point there, and it's going to go over to there, and I'm going to put 2 bits of pipe right on there, and I'm going to put a bit of pipe on there. So now suddenly I've got these all able to do something. They're all able to run, they're all able to work. We've got the acid, the raw gas will be pumping through there. We've got the sulfuric wastewater, that's also going to be pumping through. And then I've got crude oil starting to fill up in them. So we're going to want to start processing the crude oil in a minute. That's going to get a load more different products that will come out of it. We're doing over this side, 1829. So let's go and have a look in here. I want to look onto that one and then scroll down through here. So this is the crude oil. This is the next bit that we're going to get. And usage for crude oil, we've got 7 uses. Now, the base one that we get, we go and build an oil refinery. That gives us naphtha, fuel oil, base mineral oil, and then we get oil residuals as well. We can put it into crude oil barrels, and we've got this one here, which takes gas condensates, which come from the gas bit over here, mix them with crude oil at a rate of 60 to 40, and you get more mineral oil coming back. If you have a look back through these, you get 50 naphtha, 30 and 20, and then here, this is 40 mineral oil, 30 fuel, and 30 naphtha. So you get less naphtha coming in and more mineral oil. And you got this one, which pestilence ammo. Okay, I've not seen that one before. Not used it, definitely. Over here, if you want loads of naphtha, you can mix crude oil with a bit of hydrogen gas. And then if you want lots of base mineral oil and not very much else, you put residual gas with the crude oil, and then you've got the chemical void. Right, so you've got, like, all of these produce an oil residual right there. Not a lot that you're going to get from the gas condensates, and you get this base mineral oil. Right here, we got naphtha, we got base mineral oil. So what we're going to need is we're going to need a big standard storage warehouse for the oil residuals, and then we're going to want base mineral oil, fuel oil, and naphtha. We're going to need a series of tanks in order to be able to store those 3 liquids in. And then we sort of got to start doing stuff with them. And the question is what we do with them. Now, what I've done previously is, because I've needed to use one and not the others, I've just burned off the excess, which you don't really want to do. You want to try to avoid doing that. So we've got here, you got fuel. We can make alien flame fluid. We can make flamethrower ammo. We can turn it into solid fuel for burning in furnaces, which is actually quite a good idea. You mix it with a bit of coke and the fuel oil, and then that's a technology that we haven't yet done. Fuel oil and steam gives us synthesis gas and residual gas. We get liquid fuel from the same tech here for the flammables one, if we can get residual gas coming in. We can turn it into light oil through a straight converter valve, and then the chemical void. So really the one that we're most interested in would be solid fuel at the moment, although we can also go and turn it into liquid fuel because there is a liquid fuel burner that we can go and make. So that's the liquid fuel bit. Then, if we go and take a look again, we've got naphtha in here. And again, you can turn this. We get alien flame fluid, flamethrower. We can make liquid plastic. If we can make polyethylene liquid, and we use naphtha, and that gives us plastics. That's the route to get plastic. Then you can turn the excess into solid fuel again. And then we've got butadiene gas, propene. There's loads of different things that we end up sort of making. And you can turn naphtha and thermal water into mineral oil. And you can also turn it into heavy oil for some other processes as well. All very helpful. Now, base mineral oil in here, use, we've got coolant, which at the moment, I've never had to use coolant. I don't know what it's used for yet. We can make synthesis gas and residual. We can make lubricant from that and residual gas. We can make polishing compound with alumina and base mineral oil and chemical void. Slight problem with this one. I don't really know what to use it up with. And this is the one that I ended up sort of burning off. I didn't use very much of it. Unless it's like we want to use a whole load more later on, and maybe turning the mineral oil into synthesis gas, because I'm sure there's quite a few things that we want to do with that. Lubricant right there. I think the lubricant is the most important one that we're going to want to get out of this. So if we go and have a look for that one, which is there, use on this one, it's got 11 different uses. Accelerator coil, bearings, ceramic bearings, motor block 4, motor block 5, nitinol bearings, titanium bearings, milling drums, and then the chemical void. So there's quite a lot that we actually use it for. To start with, though, it's very likely that we'd want to burn off a bit of the excess mineral oil and then keep the other stuff and turn that into fuel. Because if we can turn that into fuel, and what we want to do is we want to make coke. So we got lead, or where was the coke making facility? It's not that one. Coke is here somewhere. We need to be able to make coke, and I can't remember what it is. It's not bioprocessing, is it? No. Bioprocessing, no. It's not that processing either. We got charcoal and wooden bricks and stuff in there. Exploration, no. Gemstones. Where is the coke? I'm looking for coke in here. I kind of need this one. Is it under metallurgy? No. Metallurgy casting. No. Water treatment. No. Sometimes these... Ah, here we go. Right. Coke right there. Right? It has 2.5 mega... Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. We will come back tomorrow, and we will carry on with the Bat Challenge, continue trying to make 1,000 of absolutely everything. But we'll also take a little short break and try to catch me a door flurp. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.